just get this rotated a bit. Got banana skins coming out of my ears right now. Right, so I'm printing another one of these plastic things on the printer right now. I've got another one to do after that. And I thought, well, while I've got everything out of here, as in no metal, I decided to get this thing balanced out right, because I've got to put the steel shim thingy-jigs in each one, and I've got to weigh it. I want to weigh every one of them so that they're all weighing the same amount, so that when I actually put them in the wheel, when I actually slot them in, sorry, the magnets are pulling on me, when I put them in the slots, it should be in balance. Obviously I'll probably have to make some slight adjustment, but what I did with this, I stuck some of my old used solder in the bottom of that hole there, bit of lead solder, to balance this out properly, so that when I do put this thing together, we shouldn't have a big problem with balance. As you can see, I got it pretty well balanced. When I turn it, the bearings aren't very good though, but when I turn it, it's pretty well balanced in each third. Oh yeah, the thing I was thinking about yesterday, I think it's called triad or something. Triad, when you, as it, yeah, I think it's because it's 3, it's triad, isn't it? Instead of quad. Quad is 4, triad is 3. So I'm not quite sure the other word. I think it's, yeah. Anyway, I've been spinning it, and it's very good balance. It's not rocking about. It's a lot better than it was. I don't want to spin it too fast. I'll tell you why. Because I stuck that lead in there with a bit of ABS plastic. It's not super glued in place, so it's still squidgy and soft. So it needs to dry a bit to be strong. And if I spin this too fast, it's going to fly out of place. So I've got it just right. I've got it just right so that it's balanced. I know there's a bit of wobble still on it, but that's bearings aren't very good. But it's alright for doing the test. But there's definitely there's very little slop now. When I've tried to move this wheel up and down, it doesn't. There's not much slop at all now. But there is a slight bit of wobble on the wheel, but I'm not worried about that. That's not a problem. I mean, it's the 3D print that's shrunk a bit in that area. Was it there? It's shrunk in this lateral direction a bit, and there's a bit of a dip as it goes round. You can just see dip there. I'm not worried about that. The wheel's true, it's just that it's got a bit of a dip in it. So that's good. Just need to leave that till tomorrow. Anyway, I've got to prep. I've got to get these things prepped, and I need to balance each one of them out so that I can slot them in. And there has been quite a bit of it's dried out sufficiently that there's been quite a lot of shrinkage on it actually. So it will slot in quite easily on these. Oops, let's see. As you can see, I can push it in. I don't want to push it in all the way because I've got to balance them all. I've got to weigh each one of them. Once I put them in there, it's going to be a bit tricky getting them out unless I stick my hook. I could pull them out, but if I get a hook, where is it? Where's my little one? So I've got my little hook thingy tool. I could make a dip, a little hole in the bottom, twist this around to pull them out. So that's one way of pulling them out of here once they're in, or putting my little hook down in them holes like that. I can pull them out, so I can still get them out by doing that. And I'm glad I put them air spaces in there, which is a good thing I did, because it gives me a little bit of leverage to be able to pull these things out of the wheel if I need to do, but I don't want to put them in yet. They'll fit fine. Each one of these as you can see, oops, it drops in really easy. It's shrunk a bit now, so that's good. So when I actually do put these in place, when I fit them, I've got two options of fixing them in permanently, which I don't really want to do, or the best thing to do would be to drill a hole through the side all the way through this air gap here into there and pin them in place so that they won't fall out when it's spinning. So I could use a little plastic pin. So I was thinking about making some plastic pins so just to stop them from vibrating and slowly working their way out and hitting me in the face, something like that. Or I could use a screw even. I don't really want to use a screw unless I use a brass screw, but it has to be done with minimal weight so that it doesn't put out that balance, and all screws would have to be exactly the same. Anyway, there's a few different options of pinning these in place. I think they call it a set screw, don't they, to hold it in. So I'm really happy about the balance on this thing. It's a lot better than it was. There's nothing to catch on the magnets right now because there's nothing magnetic in there. That's the best way of balancing it without any metal in there, so that we can check the weight, we can check how well balanced it is, and there's a little bit of a little bit of wobble on the inside thing, but I'm not worried about that as long as it's balanced right. Yeah. I think that's good. So yeah, I'm still watching this guy dig holes and pile up dirt, or rocks actually at the moment. Alright, I'll see you later.